Okay, what do you do with all of the different websites and things that you visit and you're like, I must go back and take a look at that later? So for a lot of people, they will save, never ending bookmarks and things that they'd never go back and actually take any action on. Now, Zapier has this really cool function that not a lot of people know about, and it allows you to push that data from, say, the website into a to-do list or into a Google Sheet or something like that, where you can then, take action on it and keep moving forward. So what I'm going to show you in this video today is how to set that up and how to get it working for you. So what you will need a Zapier account, and you will also need a way of managing your to-do list. So whether that is in a Google Sheet or you're using a productivity tool or a project management tool like Trello, ClickUp, Asana, any of those kind of things, but you do need to have those tools in play. So the first thing you need to do, now you do need to do this in Google Chrome because it does work off a Chrome extension. You will need to install that extension. So in your web browser, if you just search for Chrome Web Store and push enter, then we want to go to this top one here. Once you're in there, just search for Zapier in the top left-hand box. So type it in and push enter. And then once this loads, the one that you want is this very first one here. So it needs to be the one that's offered by Zapier.com. So once you have that, just click on, there will be an add to Chrome button here. Just click on that. And what that's going to do is install this little wonderful Zapier tool up here in your web browser. Once you've had installed that, Zapier is actually going to walk you through how to create your first, what they call a push, but I'm going to show you how to do it manually so that you can see how to do this again and again if you need to. So we're just going to close this tab down. Now I've got my Zapier open already. We need to click on the Make a Zap button. And then the first thing you want to do, so your trigger event, if you just type push, and then you want push by Zapier. Select that, and then you've got two options with the event. So we can simply do a push, which will send the website page name and the URL, or you can do one that's called push with fields, which is where you can fill in like a text box before you send it and then use that information as well. So say if you wanted to write a little description around why you might want to send that, or what it is about that specific page that you wanted to see, you do have that option as well. So we're just going to do a very simple push, which is just the URL and the web page name. So simply click on continue, and then it's going to say that it's just, customizing it. Click on continue again. And then we need to do this test. So what you need to do is you need to hit the test and continue button and then open up a web page. So if we go to stuff.co.nz, and then click on your little Zapier icon and click on this new testing Zap option here. If you click that, and then jump back into Zapier and click test and continue. And what that's going to do is now pick up that page, which we can then use to customize the information that goes into the next step. So for me, I use ClickUp. If depending on what tool you're using will depend on what you pick at this point. I'm going to use ClickUp though. The action event is I want it to create a new task. Now again, all of these little steps can be customized for how you use your system and what it is that you're using. If you're using a Google Sheet, your action here would be to add a new row into your Google Sheet. So we're going to create a task. I'm going to tell it which ClickUp account to use. And then we need to tell it where we want this information to go. So ClickUp works by a few different spaces. Again, this part is going to depend on what system you're using to manage these to-dos. But if we go to and pick all these bits where I want this to go, so the space is going to be my project box one. Where I want it is not in a folder. My list, I want it to go into my inbox because it's things that I want to keep an eye on later. Now this is where we can start to put in the details. So under task name, we need to look under step 1, and you can see here it's picked up the title of the web page and it's picked up the URL as well. So we want to click on the title for the task name, and in the description I'm going to put URL, which is where I need to go. Again, the rest of these things are all going to depend on, exactly what tool you're using. I also want to make sure that I take action on this. So you can put a due date in here if you want, or you could put in things, like 7 days or anything like that. But I'm just going to leave this one open for the moment. Once you're done, click continue. And then you want to make sure you test this. So if you test and continue, and make sure that you get the nice big green tick, and then all you need to do is simply turn it on. Now to use this Zap, what you need to do, so if we go and open up, say, I want to have a look at, if we open up something in here, you know, a page on Google My Business Basics. So this is a Google My Business course that they have. We are going to click on the little Zapier icon. We're going to tick on the Zap name. So make sure you've given your Zap a name. Click that, and what that's going to do is now send this page and the details across to ClickUp. So if we open up ClickUp and I find my inbox, which is where I've put this Zap. So if we close all this stuff down, you can see down here at the bottom, I've got Google My Business Basics. There's the title and there's the web page as well. So that's how you can use it to start to keep track of all of those different tabs and things that you want to kind of revisit. Much easier than saving everything to a bookmark that you're never going to take action on. Even tools like Pocket, which allow you to kind of, you know, create little libraries of things that you want to revisit. It's really hard to get motivated to come back and find these things. So by putting them into a tool like this and then giving them due dates and making sure you actually take action, that's what's most important.